We have a wiffle ball field here because we have a sports turf management program, and I found out that trying to take classes over to our baseball field and perform all of the activities that we wanted to perform to give the students the hands-on experience of what it's like to work on a ball field. With all the activities going on at our baseball field, it was kind of challenging, and so we decided that it would be really kind of nice to take some of the money that we had won from placing first in our student challenge every year, build our own little lab facility for sports turf management. So we set out to do that, so we used the same type of infield mix, same mound material, the same grass, same irrigation that they would use on a full-size baseball field, and just shrunk it down to, it's a 50% scale of a Little League field, so it's exactly half the size of a typical Little League field. This gives our students an opportunity to get out here and use our equipment and perform the practices, and they don't really have to worry about messing things up, and they can just learn and do it start to finish. So I hire students to take care of the field on a regular basis, and then our labs will do things like overseeding and fixing the infield up, and even painting lines and logos and getting ready, and we'll have a couple little wiffle ball games throughout the semester just to kind of let it play out. So with that in mind, kind of the inspiration behind me getting into sports turf management was Dr. Kurtz, and he was my professor at Cal Poly Pomona back in the late 80s, early 90s. Okay, so Dr. Kurtz, he inspired a lot of people to get into this industry. He was very passionate about it, and so I was his student. I actually took care of his house and stuff in the summertime while he went back to Chicago, where he had another home, and we had a good relationship, student-professor. Then when I came to start teaching here at Mount SAC, he kind of took me under his wing, and it was just really cool because he just would lift me up in front of my students, kind of, and make me feel way more important than I felt I was, right? So it was really neat. He mentored me as a student, and then again as a brand new professor, and so he knew what it took to kind of bring me to that place where I needed to be. He ended up getting pancreatic cancer, and it was a very short fight, unfortunately, and he lost his life in a matter of months, and so I had always wanted to do something very special in his honor, and so when we talked about building this field, we decided to build it in his honor and to name it Dr. Kent Kurtz Field, and so that's what we did. So in March of 2012, we dedicated this field. We had a cool ceremony out here. A lot of industry people came out and spoke, and yeah. And so what we did here is we have the plaque that talks about who he was and what he did, just a little bit. It says this memorial stadium is dedicated March 24th, 2012 in honor of our professor and colleague, mentor and friend. He inspired multitudes to dream big dreams and equipped them to achieve those dreams. Long live his influence and generosity throughout the countless lives he touched. So, a little secret here. This is we did put a time capsule in here too. So it's buried on this field, and it's got a lot of things that his grandkids brought. They never got to meet him. His grandkids didn't, and so the story his kids tell me, who I know very well, their grandkids call him Papa Angel because they never got to meet him. So they put a lot of stuff in there for him, and we have a lot of really symbolic things buried in the vault for Dr. Kurtz. So that was.